So last week we had a budget. Most people say, so what's the big deal? You're going to find out in a second. But before, please subscribe and donate to keep this on the air, because you're going to hear here what you will not hear, for the most part, in the mainstream news. Jay Golberg is with me. He's with the Canadian Taxpayers Federation. A lot of people are reading about the capital gains tax. Most Canadians don't pay it. So therefore, what's the big deal? Others are saying the sky is falling.
So first of all, the capital gains tax, the changes they're doing, they're saying it's going to bring in about $18 billion worth of revenue over 5 years.
Yeah.
The Trudeau government is blowing through that amount of money in a week. So first of all, this is not somehow going to fix the budget. It's not somehow going to solve all their problems.
So they aren't going to make a lot of money out of it. And I've heard in other countries where they do that, they say, okay, well, the rich money is going to leave and they'll get out.
That's exactly right. Wealthy people, wealthy companies, wealthy investors, they can go elsewhere. And we know that they do. That's why the wealth tax in France was such a disaster. And the finance minister there said they turned the country into Cuba under the sun.
I'm hearing about innovation, though. People are saying we are going to lose the ability to have new companies.
Well, we are, because what's going to happen is the capital gains maximum rate in the United States is 20%. Now we're talking about changing Canada's to 67%. When you already have income taxes and corporate taxes and sales taxes, they're lower in the United States than they are in Canada. Why would an investor innovate here and try to invest here if they can save so much more and potentially make so much more in another country with a much more attractive environment?
Well, okay, but most people, I can't say most, but many people, they have regular jobs. They aren't out there dealing with innovative things. I mean, so Canada loses all those smart people who make new companies. What's the matter with that?
Well, all these smart people make new companies, which creates jobs, which creates tax revenue, which also the money from those jobs helps to support families all across the country. So that's the backbone of the country. And look, you have people like Bill Morneau, the gentleman who was the finance minister before Chrystia Freeland in this very government, saying this is going to stifle innovation and it's going to scare investors away from Canada. If you listen to anyone, and I can't believe I'm saying this, listen to Bill Morneau.
So when investors are saying, well, we aren't going to go to Canada, or we aren't going to stay in Canada because we can't get a decent return because the government is going to take the money, so we lose investment. Bank of Canada said just a few weeks ago, we are really low in productivity. Is there a connection between investment and productivity?
Yeah, we're very low in productivity. It's been going down in real terms for a number of quarters, virtually 2 years. And if you don't have investment, innovation, growth, new companies, more productivity, then you're really going to lose out in the end. And so Canada is, and make no mistake, this is a dangerous tax increase. They're trying to play it as if it's some class warfare strategy that we're just going after the rich, but they're actually going after everyone, jobs, investment, growth, everything.
You don't have to be rich to be paying capital gains. Jay Golberg, thanks very, very much. 3 minutes. This show provides independent analysis of the issues. We are not paid by the government. And as I am finding, so much business in Canada relies upon various governments that they don't want to sponsor or advertise on a show which may become controversial, which talks about liberty, freedoms, sometimes criticizes government. I've had guests on that support the government. But people are saying, you know what? We don't want to bite the hand that feeds us, i.e. government, which is why I hope you'll subscribe and contribute to keep this show on the air.